Okay, guys, and welcome to Saturday night, about 8 p.m. Welcome to another night game. We are at May 1st, 1978. We got a National League contest going tonight. As you can see so far about my games here, I've had Ballpark beat Boston 8-4. Turkey Torres did as usual. The Kansas City A's beat the Yankees 10-9. It was a real tough game. I believe I broadcasted that one, not sure. New York Mets did beat the Atlanta Braves 4-1. We now have Philadelphia and Cincinnati. Two old war horses are out here. Carlton, Tom Seaver. Neither one of them are having the greatest season, but they're not doing bad either. And we'll show this one up. Always regenerate the way the transaction page hits. Okay. For the Phillies, the visiting Philadelphia Phillies, we're going to have Bake McBride playing right field. Larry Bowa is the shortstop. Mike Schmidt is playing third base. The baby bull, Greg Luzinski, is playing left field. Richie Hebner will be at first. Gary Maddox is playing center field. Tim McCarver is our catcher because he is Steve Carlton's personal catcher. Jim Morrison's at second base, and the pitcher is Steve Carlton. Steve Carlton, for real, was 16-13 in 1978. No, not great, but not bad. But he only had a mere 161 strikeouts. Note the term mere. Has 63 walks. In our league, he is 1-2 with 4 games started. He struck out 15, walked 8, has thrown 4 wild pitches, has an ERA of 3.54, but he has a decent whip. And that is Steve Carlton's record. For the Cincinnati Reds, Pete Rose will be playing third base and leading off. Ken Griffey is at right field. George Foster is our left fielder. Johnny Bench is catching, and he's batting cleanup. Dave Concepcion's in the shortstop. He'll be batting fifth. Dan Dreesen is playing first base. Junior Kennedy is our second baseman. Cesar Geronimo is our center fielder, and Tom Seaver is our pitcher. Tom Seaver for real, and again we'll show again. He went 16-14, so he also had a fairly average season. He struck out 226 batters, so had a 2.88 ERA. So it looks like his case, run support was killing him. In our league, he is 1-3. He's thrown 5 games. Pitched 30 innings. He has no complete games. He's averaging only about 6 innings a game. Struck out 30, walked 14, has an ERA though of 6. He definitely has given up the runs. And let's go play. We are at Riverfront Stadium. Yes, we are at Riverfront Stadium. It just looks like the same as Veterans Stadium in Philadelphia, Three Rivers in Pittsburgh, Busch Stadium in St. Louis. Yeah, they all look the same. Let's call them cookie cutters. Okay, and I'm tired of, me being the wise guy. Okay, here we go. Tom Seaver is the pitcher. Bake McBride is our batter so far for the season. He is batting .259. As usual, I do have a scorecard with me. I just don't have the camera to show it to you guys. I do apologize. And here is the first pitch of the game. And to Bake McBride, it is a 5.64. That's heading out towards left field. And Foster is running it down, and McBride is out with the first out of the inning and the game. Larry Bowa is coming up to bat. He is batting .276. 1 home run, 8 RBIs. Has stolen 4 bases. Here is the pitch. It is a 2-3-2. And down slider down low. Soft ground ball over to Rose. Rose slow to react. It is an infield hit. Ball makes it. And Pete Rose is not paying attention. Larry Bowa is on first base. Better range wouldn't have done it. If he was smart enough and paid attention, he would have been on. Coming up to bat, Mike Schmidt. Mike Schmidt is hitting below the Mendoza line. Batting .178. He does, however, have 3 home runs, 8 RBIs in his repertoire. Here is the pitch to Schmidt. It is a 0-8-2. And Bowa's going to try to steal. Here's the throw. And And ball is off. He steals a base successfully. 1 strike on Schmidt. Larry Bowa is on second base with a stolen base. Off Seaver. Mike Schmidt is still here. And here we go. Bowa's at second. Bowa's going to try for third. Can't get the lead. They've got him this time. They got him paying attention. Here's the pitch. He is a threat. 0-8-4 to Schmidt. And strike 3 called. Seaver paints the inside corner on Schmidt. That is 2 away for the Phillies. 2 up is Greg Luzinski. He is batting .210. 1 home run, 5 RBIs. Philadelphia's lack of home runs this season seems to be their hurting problem. They are at 9-8 for the season. Cincinnati's 11-10. Here's the pitch to Luzinski. It is a 3-8-3. Look out. Pitch gets way too high. It gets away from bench. It's a wild pitch on Seaver. And Bowa is on third. So far a cheap infield hit, a stolen base, and a wild pitch. And Bowa's reached third base with Luzinski at the bat. Here is the pitch. It is a 9-6-8. And as I've spoken, heading out towards center field, it's gone! A 2-run shot by Luzinski, his second of the year, and he finally gets another home run. Richie Hebner's due up. Philadelphia's now ahead 2-0 on a home run by the Baby Bull. And Hebner's batting .291, 2 home runs, 9 RBIs. Here's the pitch by Seaver. It's a 3-0-3. And that is heading out towards left field. Fly ball. Foster squeezes here for the out, and Hebner is out. But the damage has been done already at the beginning of the first inning. At the end of the first half inning, it's Philadelphia 2, Cincinnati coming to bat. For anybody who knows, okay, for the real game, it was Philadelphia 12, Cincinnati 1. Seaver didn't last 2 innings. Just so everybody knows that I am looking at the games too to make sure the lineups do match up. One of my other games, I have a hard time with that sometimes. Anyway, Pete Rose. He is so far this year batting .404, has 3 stolen bases, has 1 home run, 10 RBIs. Steve Carlton's looking for the sign. Here's the pitch to Rose. It is an 8-9-9. That's heading out again towards left field. Deep fly ball. It gets past Luzinski. Rose is trying for second, and he makes it. Rose starts Cincinnati's off on a double. And this may not turn into the pitcher's duels I was hoping for between 2 old war horses. And Ken Griffey's up to bat. Rose is on second. Here's the pitch to Griffey. It's a 2-7-4. Morrison charges for the ball. Throws to Hebner for the out. And Rose advances to third. On the throw. So it's 1 away. Due up is George Foster. George Foster's playing left field today. He has 7 home runs, 23 RBIs. He's up there with the league leaders. Batting .282. Rose is on third. Here's the pitch. It's a 6-6-1. Carlton delivers, and it goes just a little outside, and Foster is walked on first. We now have runners on first and third. Johnny Bench coming up, batting at .260. He also has 3 home runs, 11 RBIs this season. Steve Carlton is bearing down. He is at the stretch. And here is the pitch to Bench. It is a 5-3-6. That's how you got to the shortstop. Carlton on the off the mound. Bench coming in. They're both ready. Bob pitch on the way. Soft ground ball to ball. Ball easy play for ball. He throws to Hebner for the out. Here comes Rose. He scores. Foster advances to second on the throw to the plate. It's now a 2-1 game. Bench is out 6-3. Foster takes second. And we'll let the official scorekeeper decide whether that's going to be a sacrifice hit or not due to the run being scored, or if the RBI is going to count. More likely it will be on the ground ball. Dave Concepcion's batting .284, no home run, 6 RBIs. Foster's at second. Here's the pitch. It's an 8-8-9. That's setting out towards right field. Hard line drive, base hit. Foster's going to try for home to get this game tied up. It is a 2-8-4 on Foster. He rounds third, heading in. Here comes Foster, and he is safe at home. It's now a 2-2 game. Concepcion does get the base hit. Andreessen's up at bat. And Concepcion's going to try for the steal. Can't get his timing down. Can't get Carlton's timing right now. He'll have to stay put. Here is the pitch to Andreessen. It is a 4-1-5. And it's pitch off speed. Soft ground ball over the short. Bowler gets a late start. Charges it. Throws to Hebner for the out. And we have, that is 3 away. At the end of one inning, it's 2-2 for Cincinnati. That was 2 runs on 2 hits. Nice double by Rhodes at the start of it. Helped it out. And coming up to bat for Philadelphia is Maddox, McCarver, and Morrison. We're in the top of the second, folks. Tom Seaver's back on the mound. Gary Maddox at the bat. He's batting .250. No home runs, 9 RBIs. Here is the pitch. It's an 8-6-6. That is heading out towards right field. Nice hard line drive. Drops in front of Griffey. And Maddox is on first with the base hit. He is a threat to steal, by the way, guys. Tim McCarver's batting .143. Tim McCarver's out here because he is Steve Carlton's personal catcher. He's been the way since they were together at St. Louis. Here is the pitch. It is a 6-0-6. And Maddox can't get a good lead. I knew he was going to try for the stolen base. And McCarver 0-4-9. Here's the pitch. And I didn't even get chases one out of the strike zone on a wicked slider. And McCarver is out. Maddox stays on first. Batting up is Jim Morrison, the second baseman. He's batting .429 so far this year. And here we go. Maddox is going to try for second again. Seaver's keeping a real close eye. Maddox will have to stay put. And here's the pitch to Morrison. It's a 9-1-4. That's heading out towards center field. Hard line drive. Morrison has a single. Coaches decided not to risk the bases on Geronimo's arm. And Maddox will take second. We have 2 runners on, 1 away. Steve Carlton is the batter. Get out of there. And the corners will be in to try to get the lead runner out. They're expecting a bunt. Steve Carlton is batting 0 for everything. Going through whatever ritual he has. Here we go. Max is trying for stolen base again. And he is not going to get it. He can't get a good lead. Here is the pitch for the bunt. The infielder, the corners are in. It's a 0-2-9. Soft ground ball. Seaver. He drops the ball. Seaver drops the ball. They're getting ready to make the throw. And the bases are loaded. It's an error on Seaver. And the bases are loaded. There we go. And Bake McBride is the batter. With 1 down. Okay. There we go. That's what I did right there. Bake McBride's up. The bases are loaded. The Reds are going into an infield in, trying to get the play at the home if they can get one. There is only 1 down. Here's the pitch to Bake McBride. Philadelphia's threatening to blow this open already in the second inning. It's a 0-2-3. And Seaver delivers. Swing and a miss, strike 3. That's 2 down. And Seaver may have just saved himself. 2 away, and we are got 2 down, bases are loaded. Larry Bowa's our batter. He hit to the second baseman his first time up. Here is the pitch to Bowa. It's a 3-1-2. That's heading lazily out towards right field. Nice little shallow fly ball. Foster makes the catch. They lead. The bases loaded. No runs, 2 hits, 3 runners left on base, and Seaver escapes a bombshell. Due up for the Cincinnati Reds, it's Junior Kennedy, Cesar Geronimo, and the pitcher Tom Seaver. We are in a 2-2 game. Hey Jester, how's it going? Good to see you. Enjoyed your Bo Jackson this morning. Thanks for putting it up. Had fun with that, even though they were playing the Yankees. Had a great time. Thanks much to everybody. Everybody knows ID Jester has his channel. He does a lot of war games from World War II. He also does baseball, quite a bit of it. Love watching him play. He's doing a special right now in Inside Pitch for Bo Jackson. That's Bo Jackson's 1989 season. Having great success, allowing a few of us to pick on him because he knows the Red Sox fans watch all the time. But we do love his channel. We love Jester. He's a great person. Please do watch his channel. And back to our game. We have Steve Carlton throwing up. That's pretty much what it is, throwing up. And Junior Kennedy's at bat. He's batting .250 so far this season. Here's the pitch to Kennedy. It's a 0-9-5. Carlton's taking his time. Here comes his pitch. Strike 3. Close call down by the knees. And Kennedy's giving you a wicked look. I don't know why he should. He had no call. That's what I did. Okay. Hang on, I gotta fix the scoreboard. There we go. That's what that was. Alright. Ha ha ha! Just as I was talking about it. Bo's got one going up. Jester's got one going up with Milwaukee. I hope everybody enjoys it if they see it. It's a pleasure to watch him do this. And Cesar Geronimo is playing center field today. He's batting 167 in the 8th slot. Here is the pitch to Geronimo. It is a 2-8-2. That's heading out deep towards center field. Nice hard line drive. Caught. Maddox didn't even have to move. And there are 2 down in the bottom of the 2nd inning for Cincinnati. Tom Seaver's batting .091 in his plate appearances. He has no home runs, 4 RBIs. Facing nothing but right-handed pitchers. His first left-hander he's faced this season. Here's the pitch. It's a 9-2-7. And hard line drive drops in front of Maddox. Seaver is on first. He has a base hit. And we have 2 down. Tom Seaver's on first. Rose is the batter. First time up, Rose hit a double. Scored his Reds' first run. Here is the pitch to Rose. It's a 3-7-5. That's heading out towards left field. Curved ball, shallow fly ball. Luzinski runs it down on the fly, and Rose is out. At the end of that's 1-0 runs, 1 hit, 1 man left on base. Seaver. At the end of 2, it is a 2-2 tie. Philadelphia coming to bat. For any of you who like the old school baseball, Eric from Higher Ground Gaming has just posted up a new game for his New York Giants and the 1905 season replay. I hope everybody takes their time, goes take a look at it. It's called Game Number 44 with the New York Giants. Whether they're playing at the Polo Grounds or where they're playing at, but it is the Giants. Eric, love and enjoy listening to Eric. Enjoy watching with Mr. Brody, and I can never remember her name. I do apologize, Eric. But Mr. Brody's always been his sidekick the whole time. Enjoy the game with those two. And have a great evening enjoying that game also. coming up in the top of the third inning. It is Mike Schmidt, Greg Luzinski, Richie Hebner, the heart of the Philly order if they ever get their stuff together. Mike Schmidt is 0 for 1. He struck out in the first inning. Here's the pitch. It is a 9-2-1 to Schmidt. That's setting out towards left. It's going to be a nice little first foul fly ball. Foster can't get up there in time. Ball bounces and almost hits him. Runs away, but Schmidt is on with a base hit. He took an AstroTurf bounce. Mike Schmidt's over at first. Threat to steal. Greg Luzinski is up to bat. First time out. He hit a 2-run blast in the first inning. His second home run of the season. Has 2 RBIs. He's the only one that's done it. Here's the pitch to Luzinski. It is a 9-5-9. Oh, and Schmidt was trying to steal a base. I thought Luzinski was throwing it. It's a 4-4-6. That would have been good, too. Over towards third. High fastball, hard line drive. Throws, picks it out of the air. Luzinski is out. Schmidt scrambles back over to first. And Luzinski is out. Coming up is Richie Hebner. So far today, he is 0 for 1. He flew out to the left fielder, George Foster, in the first. Mike Schmidt's at first. And here's the swing pitch to Hebner. It's a 9-1-3. And Hebner swung that around on that one again. Hard line drive left field. Hebner will stop at first with a base hit. They're going to hold Schmidt at second. And we have 2 runners on against, and once again, Seaver's in trouble. Third inning in a row. Seaver, I don't know what's going on with Seaver this year. It's not the same Tom Seaver we all have known and loved when he was with the Mets. Due up is Gary Maddox. He's 1 for 1 today. Reached on a base hit in the second inning. And here is the pitch. It is a 7-9-0. See if Schmidt's going to try to steal. I doubt it. Nope, he is going to try. He's not going to get it. I don't know what Philadelphia's thinking about. Schmidt doesn't have a real good chance at that. Here's the pitch. 5-2-9. That is a hard line drive. Junior Kenny jumps, makes the catch. Maddox is out. Schmidt's a good thing he didn't try. And that is 2 down in the top of the third inning. Tim McCarver's up. He struck out his first time up. He's 0 for 1 today. Struck out in the second inning. Here is the pitch to McCarver. It's a 3-0. That's heading out towards right field. Nice deep fly ball. Griffey's heading towards the wall. And he makes the catch as he puts it back into the wall. And that is the end of the top of the third. No runs, 2 hits, 2 runners left on base. And at the end of 2.5, we have still a 2-2 tie. So it looks like Carlton seems to have settled down. Seaver's still running on nerves. Due up for the Cincinnati Reds is Ken Griffey, George Foster, and Johnny Bench, the heart of the Cincinnati Reds order. Ken Griffey's coming up to bat first. In the first inning, he grounded out to the second baseman, Jim Morrison. Here is the pitch. It is a 6-2-6. And nice ground ball over the shortstop. Boa dives for it, gets back up, throws out to Hebner on his knees, and he is out. He is out. That is 1 away. George Foster is over. Oh, he walked in the first inning. He scored on, I believe it was a ground ball. Scored on the base. Yeah, I believe it was a ground ball. And here is the pitch. It is a 7-7-1 to Foster. That's heading out towards center. Nice hard line drive. Again, it's taking a nice easy bounce and right over to Maddox. So Foster is held up with a base hit. Took a AstroTurf bounce and got over to Maddox real quick. Foster's on first. Johnny Bench is the batter. Carlton is in the stretch. And here is the pitch to Bench. He is 0 for 1 with the RBI. He knocked in Rose. Here's the pitch. It's a 3-8-9. Heading out towards center field. Fly ball. Maddox squeezes it for the out. Bench is out. Foster scrambles to get back over to first base. We have 2 down in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Dave Concepcion. And Eric from Higher Ground Gaming, he has posted up a second one. Coming out of his Out of the Park 18, he has the Boston Red Sox against those ugly New York Yankees. I won't use names because I'm broadcasting and children might be listening to my... Eventually might come up and listen to our show, so I would rather not say anything. And it's up against Ron Guidry, who was 9-0, I believe is what it looks like. I hope the Red Sox did well in that game. I will catch it later on. Again, everybody, please do watch Eric's channel. It's a fun channel to watch. He does a lot of sports besides baseball. It's a pleasure to watch him. And, oh, okay. Beatles, how you doing? I'm in 1978 right now. I will come back. I forgot about that, Jesse. Yes, please do check out Jester's special events video. It is very informative. I am very proud of Jester. I congratulate him on reaching the stage and reaching this goal. If you haven't, please, everybody, if everybody's listening or watches my shows, please check it out. Beatles, I'm doing the 1978 first. I will do the 1965 after about a quick 20-minute break so I can get myself some more coffee and wake up here a little bit. I took a nap this afternoon. That's the advantage of being 62. You can do that. Anyway, let's get back to our ball game, guys. We're in the bottom of the 3rd. George Foster is on. Dave Concepcion is at bat. There are 2 down. Dave Concepcion is 1 for 1. He knocked in Foster. I take that back. It was a base hit. Foster did get the second base on the ground ball the last time. So here is the pitch to Concepcion. It is a 3-1-1. That's setting out towards left field. Luzinski should have it, and he drifts to his left, makes the catch. Concepcion is out. That's the 3rd out. At the end of 3 innings, it is a 2-2 game. Coming up to bat for the Philadelphia Phillies is Jim Morrison, Steve Carlton, and the leadoff hitter, Bake McBride. Jim Morrison has 1 for 1 today. He singled in the 2nd inning. Was one of the 3 stranded on the 2nd. Seaver finally knuckled down and got him. Here is the pitch to Morrison. He got a 4.86. That's setting out towards Griffey. Hopefully, nice little fly ball. Griffey lazily drifts over to his right, gets the beat on the ball, and makes the catch, and Morrison is out. Steve Carlton is 0 for 1 today. He reached on an error by Tom Seaver. Tom Seaver dropped the ball. Dropped the ball. He was thinking about the throw before he had the ball completely in his hand. And he dropped the ball. Carlton ended up on first in the 2nd inning. Part of the base is loaded. Here is the pitch to Carlton. It's a 2-7-8. And Carlton smacks the ball out towards left field, hoping to get his first hit of the season. Foster's chasing it down towards the line. He makes a great running catch, and Carlton is out. Poor Steve Carlton. He's 0 for everything this season. Great hit by Carlton, but Foster was able to snare it down going towards the line. Bake McBride's due up. He is now batting .250. He is 0 for 2 today. He has flown out to Foster and struck out. Here's the pitch to McBride. It is a 9-6-7. That's heading out towards right. Off-speed pitch. Hot shot down the right field line. It's going into the corner. Hits the wall. McBride's heading over to second base, and he makes it. And the ball is in, but it's too late. McBride is in safely with the stand-up double in the spot 4th with 2 down. Due up is Larry Boa. Larry Boa has scored one of the 2 Philly runs, and he has flown out to left field. He reached out of first base, got a stolen base, and reached out of third on a wild pitch. Did it quite well. Here is the pitch to see if McBride's going to try to steal second. No, they're going to hold him up. Boa's going to take the swing. Here we go. It's 4-3-9. That's heading out towards center field. Steps back. Here we go. Hard line drive. Jerome's going after it. He heads towards the wall. He leaps. He smacks into the wall. Boa is out. Nice catch by Geronimo. He holds on to the ball as he drops down to the ground. There is 3 down. At the end of 3.5, it is a silly 2-2 tie. 1 runner left on base for Philly. Coming up in our bottom of the 4th will be Dan Dreesen, Junior Kennedy, and Cesar Geronimo. We finally got a game going, guys. As I'm going to enjoy this. To all my sports fans and any kids who are out there listening, do enjoy our retro seasons and help join us and learn these games, learn your baseball history this way. Due up is Dan Dreesen. Dan Dreesen in the first inning, he grounded out to the first baseman. Here is the pitch. It is an 8-7-2. Dan Dreesen's heading it out towards right field. Nice hard line drive. McBride's chasing it down towards the line. He doesn't get it there, but he manages to get the ball in time. Dan Dreesen's not moving as fast as he should be, and reaches first on a base hit. Junior Kennedy is our batter. Dan Dreesen's on first. He is a fairly decent threat to steal. Tries to go for his lead. He's got the lead. Here is the run. Oh, come on, get up there. Hit my numbers off by a second. And he's off, and he slides in underneath the tag. He is safe at second. Dan Dreesen's on second with a stolen base. Junior Kennedy is out there. He's taking a moment. He's going to clean the dirt off. Dreesen's at second. And here is the pitch to Kennedy. It is a 6-0-0. That's a high fly ball heading out towards right field. Nice one. McBride runs it down. Kennedy is out. And Dreesen is going to try for third. We're going to see if we can go here. Keep this game going. Dreesen tags. He's tagging up. And he is safe at third. Ball just a little offline. Schmidt couldn't get to the tag. Cincinnati now has a runner on third. Geronimo is at bat. A huge threat to bunt. Manager's looking at this. And they're going for the suicide squeeze. Poor bunt. Carlton fields it, throws over McCarver for the out, and Dreesen's out at home. 1-3. 1-2. Geronimo does make first. It was a nice try. Unfortunately, it wasn't a very good bunt. And there are now 2 down. It was worth the effort. Cincinnati is trying to break something out of the game. Tom Seaver is our batter. Here's the pitch to Seaver. It's a 3-9-8. That's heading over towards third. Fastball, hard line drive, right at Schmidt. He makes the catch. No matter what anybody says, that is the hardest play in baseball. Is a line drive coming right at your head. But since they left, no runs, 1 hit, 1 man left on base. It was a fantastic try. It just didn't work. You know, I've always argued that. I've argued that myself with the scorekeepers. Why pass balls and while pitches aren't charged as errors? That's a good question. And I think that's right. I think that was part of the pitch, and I think you can't call it on the pitch itself. I don't think I've ever seen an error on the pitch in all 100 and something years of baseball. And I think that's why, because for really intensive purposes, even though there's runners on, if the pitcher does it when there are nobody on base, would you count it as an error also? And I think that's worth looking at on this one here, because it does happen when nobody's on. So I think that's part of the logic. It's not the best, but I think you're right. I don't think there really should be pass balls. To me, should be in their way an error because the catcher's not holding on to the ball, but it has to be real careful about how you call it. It's a judgment called by the scorekeepers. So that's where that would go. Wild pitch is a different story. We all make it, and we all do them. Okay, we are in the top of the 5th. We had a nice try in the 4th inning by the Reds. We are back. Mike Schmidt is due up to bat. He is today. He is 1 for 2. He reached first in the 3rd inning, struck out in the 1st. Here is the pitch to Mike Schmidt. It is a 2-3-7. Seaver at the belt comes to the plate, and he is missed. Strike 3. That is Schmidt's second strikeout of the game. Greg Luzinski so far has got the offense for the Phillies. He has a 2-run shot in the first. Line drive down to Rose in the third. And here is the pitch to Luzinski. It's a 0-8-4. Coming down, right down the middle. Butch framed it right the way it should have been, down the middle at the knees. It is two straight strikeouts for Seaver. Seaver seems to be finally bearing down. That is his 5th strikeout of the game. And Richie Hedges due up. He is 1 for 2 with a base hit in the third. Here is the pitch. A 4-0-2. That's hitting over towards Kennedy. Nice hard line drive. Kennedy reaches out, pulls it in, and that is it. A 1-2-3 inning for Cincinnati. A welcome 1-2-3 inning for Cincinnati. At the end of 4.5, it is 2-2 tie. At the end of 4.5, it is now, as I always let everybody know, it is an official game. We're coming into the bottom of the 5th inning. Pete Rose is our batter. He is 1 for 2, has scored one of Cincinnati's runs. Also flew out towards the left fielder, Greg Luzinski, on a great catch. I think that's what it was. And here is the pitch to Rose. It's an 8-4-6. That's setting out towards left. Line shot over Schmidt's head. Didn't get there in time. Goes into left field. Takes the AstroTurf bounce. Gets to Luzinski, and Rose is on with a base hit. Coming up to bat is Ken Griffey. Ken Griffey is, right so far, he's 0 for 2 today. He has a ground out to second, ground out to short. Rose is on first. And here we go. It's a 1-0-2. This is gonna be strange. Here we go. Carlton looks on up the mound. Griffey's in and out. Ready now. Pitch on the way. Runners on the move. It's a swing and a miss for Griffey. Strike 3. Throws goes to Morrison. Rose is safe at second with a stolen base. And Griffey made the interference just enough to keep it legal. So McCarver couldn't really have a good view and the throw, and he did not get down in time. Keeping in mind that McCarver is a little on the old side at this time. Coming up is George Foster. George Foster is 1 for 1 with a walk, base hit, and a run. Here is the pitch to Foster. Rose is on second. It is a 1-1-0. Strikeout is a nice pitch by Carlton on a nice low slider. That is 2 down. Coming up to bat is Johnny Bench. Johnny Bench is 0 for 2 today. He is ground out to the short, flown out to center field. McCarver's all set. Rose is on second, taking a short lead. Here is the pitch to Bench. It's an 8-8-2. That's heading out towards left, towards Luzinski. Hard line drive. Gets to Luzinski real quick. Here comes Rose. Going to try anyway. And here the throw is not in time. Rose scores. Cincinnati has a 3-2 lead. Bench is on first, and he is being cheered by the crowd for getting Cincinnati out there. At 2 outs, Bench is on first. Concepcion is our batter. It is a 3-2 game, Cincinnati. Here is the pitch. It's a 9-6-6 to Concepcion. That's heading out towards center field. It's on the way. Line drive, drilled the gap, split the fielders. And they're going to hold up Bench at third. He's not a fast runner. And they have runners on second and third with a double by Dave Concepcion. That is his second hit of the game. 2 down. Dan Dreesen's up. He is 1 for 2 today. Grounded out to the shortstop, and he reached on a base hit in the 4th inning. Here is the pitch to Dreesen. Cincinnati's trying to pull it out. Trying to pull a runaway. It's 8-9-1 over towards right field. Hard line drive. It's a base hit. Rose is going. Bench is going to score. Concepcion's going to try. Here's the pitch. Here's the throw coming in. And it is not in time. Bench scores. Concepcion scores. And Andreessen takes second on the throw. Cincinnati's now opened up to a 5-2 lead. And a great running drive by Cincinnati. And smart running by Dan Andreessen to get himself on second. Junior Kennedy is 0 for 1. 0 for 1? Okay, Junior Kennedy's 0 for 1. He did. Here is the pitch to Kennedy. It is a 4-5-4. And hard ground ball shortstop. Both fields it. Throws the heaven for the out. That's 3 away, but the damage has been done. Cincinnati puts 3 runs on 4 hits. They leave a man on base. And at the end of 5, it is Cincinnati 5, Philadelphia 2. Due up is Gary Maddox, Tim McCarver, Jim Morrison. Seaver's on the mound into the 6th inning. Let's take a look. That I like. Pass ball and a swing and a miss. That's a strikeout. That is a strikeout, and actually I'm not sure what goes from there. On a swing and a miss, no, that's a strikeout. That's considered a strikeout. We've seen that record before. Pitcher throws 4 strikeouts in an inning. That's what happens. I like that. I believe with that, and I bet there's debate on Reddit. And if they're real smart, they'll leave it alone. I think they should, because there are times we just have dropped balls. The runners don't get to move in time. It really is a pass ball or some form of wild pitch, especially at Wrigley Field when that ball hits the wall behind the catcher. Gets right back to the catcher real quick. It still is a wild pitch, but because it gets back so fast, the runners can't move. How do you score it? They don't score it as a wild pitch. They just score it as a ball or a strike. That's what happens. It's a live debate, but it really needs to be looked at real hard before they make that decision. I doubt the rules makers will let it go, though, in all honesty. We're in the top of the 6th inning on a 5-2 game, guys. Tom Seaver's pitching not a bad game. His line right now is 5 innings pitched. He's given up 2 runs on 7 hits. He has struck out 5, no walks, and 1 home run. Here's the pitch to Gary Maddox. It's an 8-2-2. That's out towards center field. Sounds kind of light. It's a shallow fly ball. Geronimo can't get up to it in time. Maddox will stop her first with the hit. And we have a runner on in the top of the 6th inning for Philadelphia. I'm surprised. That's the way my scorecard's looking. My Cincinnati scorecard is looking like crap. I messed it up. We'll do that on occasion. Okay, Tim McCarver is up. Gary Maddox is on first. More likely than not, we're going to see a stolen base attempt on this. There we go. I was right. It's a 7-2-8 on the stolen base attempt. Max will have to stay put. McCarver is up to bat. Here is the swing to McCarver. It's an 8-8-6. That's heading out towards left field. Slow curve, shallow fly ball. McCarver has himself a single. And the third base coach decides not to bring Maddox over. We now have 2 runners on with no out. And coming up to bat is Jim Morrison. Maddox is on second. McCarver is on first. Morrison today is 1 for 2. He has a base hit and it's flown out. Here is the pitch to Morrison. It is a 9-5-3. That's heading out deep towards center field. Morrison has himself a single. They're going to try for the score. I don't think one's going to happen. And great throw to Geronimo. Bench tags him up. McCarver goes to third. And I was right. I was right. Oh my. Gary Maddox is out trying for the plate on a throw from Geronimo, 8-2. McCarver takes third. And Morrison's on first. The batter up is Steve Carlton. And I will take a minute here, guys. Okay, I need help. Do we put in a pinch hitter? And I'll wait. Oh, God damn this thing. Sorry. Jester says no. Pete, what do you think? I think you might be right. I have an idea. I have a great idea. Hold on here. Okay, Jester, I'll go with your plan. We are in 6th inning, 1 away. Here is the pitch to. I can't decide whether he's going to bunt or not. That's not my call. Here is the pitch to Carlton. I can't replace him anyway. I'm the home team. Sorry, Jester. Here's the pitch. And the swing is a 2-5-3. And the pitch gets into the dirt away from bench. It's a wild pitch. McCarver will score. Morrison will take second. We'll take second. And we have the third Philly runner in. It is a wild pitch against Seaver. It's his 5th one of the season so far. Carlton still at the plate. Morrison's at second. Here is the pitch. It is a 3-9-0. I hit that wrong. Thought I would have been out anyway. Dreesen feels it. Morrison goes to third. Carlton is out. 3 unassisted. Morrison is at third. And up to bat, Bake McBride. Bake McBride is 1 for 2 today. 1 for 3. He hit into a double in the 4th inning. Here's the pitch to McBride. It is a 9-2-6. That's heading out towards right field. Morrison is probably going to score on a hard line drive just out of Griffey's reach. Here comes Morrison. He is safe, and McBride is on first with his second hit of the game. It is now 5-4. Cincinnati. This game is not. The Phillies are not giving up. Cincinnati's hanging in there. Tom Seaver is still on the mound. In this one here, McBride is on. Coming up to bat is Larry Boa. Larry Boa is 1 for 3 today with the run scored. Here is they're going for the hit and run with 2 away. Here is the pitch. It's a 5-8-9. That's right out to Dreesen. And it's a shell pop-up, a weak hit. Dreesen just waits for it to come to him, and he does. He is out. And the Cincinnati escape a wild one. Philadelphia manages to get 2 runs across. 1 on a wild pitch. And at the end of 5.5, it is 5-4. Cincinnati. Philadelphia is leaving. Carlton still on the mound. Cesar Geronimo, Tom Seaver, and Pete Rose will be up to bat, but I think we're going to replace Seaver. Cesar Geronimo today is 0 for 2. Here is the pitch to Geronimo. It is a 2-5-9. And a nice slider, and he strikes out. Carlton strikes out Geronimo. That is Carlton's 4th strikeout of the game. He only has 1 walk. Tom Seaver's due up to bat. We are going to bring in a pitch hitter for Seaver in this game. And let's see what we got going on here. It's not in the team yet. Garbach will be coming in. Decent hitter. Rick Auerbach will be pinch hitting for Tom Seaver. Rick Auerbach's batting .222 so far this season. Has an RBI, 2 runs scored. Here is the pitch to Auerbach. It is a 5.66. And that's heading out towards shortstop. Nice curveball, hard line drive. Boa jumps, makes the catch. And Auerbach is out. There are 2 down. Pete Rose is 2 for 3 today with 2 runs scored. He scored 1 of the runs in that wild 5th inning for Cincinnati. Here is the pitch to Rose. It is a 9.06. That's heading out towards Luzinski on the shortstop. It splits the fielders. He had to hang out that way. It curved. It bounced over to Luzinski's left. It caught him off guard. Rose is on second with a double. So we have 2 down. Rose is on second with his 3rd hit of the game and his 2nd double, by the way. Ken Griffey's up to bat here. We have 2 down. Here is the pitch to Griffey. It is a 9.68. That's heading out towards right field. Deep fly ball, and it splits the field. Griffey has a double also. Rose is coming in to score. Griffey takes second. It is now 6-4 Cincinnati on back-to-back doubles. George Foster's our batter. He has a walk and a run scored in this game. 2 down. Griffey's on second. And Philadelphia has made a pitching change. The new pitcher is Gene Garber. Gene Garber so far with the Phillies is 0 for 1. He's gone in 9 games. Does have a save. Has an ERA of .75. That was a tough run that he gave up when he lost. I remember that one too. Struck out 8, has walked 3, has given up an intentional walk. This is Gene Garber. By the way, Gene Garber eventually, if for any of my baseball players know, eventually was traded to Atlanta this year. When Atlanta was finally starting to wake up and figure out what they're going to do with their lives. George Foster is our batter. He is batting .287 now. He is 1 for 2 with a walk and a run scored. Here's the pitch by Garber. It is a 4.36. And hard line drive, and Boa picks it up out of the thin air, and Foster is out. The Reds have gained another run. At the end of 6, it is Cincinnati 6 and Philadelphia 4. I'm going to go to my scoreboard real quick. Oh, you all right? Jester, you there? Sorry about that. I'm not sure what happened. Okay, Dale Murray. All right. Coming into pitch for Cincinnati. I can't use him. He's tired already before I even start. Coming into pitch for Cincinnati will be Manny Sarmiento. Manny Sarmiento so far has been in 2 games. Has an ERA of 13.50. That's why he's only been in 2 games. Pitched 2 2/3 innings, gave up a home run, struck out 2, walked 1. He'll be batting 9th. Sarmiento's making his way to the bullpen. Mike Schmidt is at the bat. Mike Schmidt, Greg Luzinski, Richie Hebner again. Last time these 3 were up together like that, it was 2 strikeouts and a walk. And a line drive out to second base. Here is the pitch to Mike Schmidt. He is 1 for 3 today. It is a 9.92. That's heading out to left field. That looks like it's way up there, and it is gone. And Manny Sarmiento gives up his 2nd home run of the season. Michael Schmidt jacked that out to left field. That was quick, and it was definitely a see-you-later home run. What's that great line for Bull Durham? That ball went out so fast it needed a stewardess. Greg Luzinski is up. He also has a home run this game. 2-run shot in the 1st inning. Here is the pitch by Sarmiento. It's a 0-1-5. And it's a strike 3. He took it. He looked at it. That is 1 down. For the Philadelphia Phillies, coming up to bat is Richie Hebner. Richie Hebner is 1 for 3. He singled in the 3rd inning. Last time out, he lined out to Kennedy. Here is the pitch to Hebner. It's a 5-5-2. Ground ball over to Dreesen. Dreesen flips over to Sarmiento covering, and Hebner is out. 2 down. Coming up to bat is Gary Maddox. Gary Maddox is 2 for 3. He has improved his batting average to .267. He has not done much else except he did get nailed on one of the plays. Here is the pitch to Maddox. It is a 1-4-3. And it's a strike. And after giving up that jack to Schmidt, Sarmiento settled down real quick. Weak ground ball, 2 strikeouts, and at the end of 6.5, it is 6-5 Cincinnati. Due up, Johnny Bench, Dave Concepcion, and Dan Dreesen, the 4, 5, and 6 hitters. Johnny Bench is 1 for 3. He has 2 RBIs in this game, 1 on a ground ball out, and the other one on a base hit. He's also flown out to center field, scored a run himself. Here's the pitch to Bench. It is a 4.99. That's heading out towards Make McBride over in right field. Nice fly ball. Make McBride's under it, makes the catch, and Bench is out. Coming up is Dave Concepcion, who is 2 for 3 himself. Improved his average up to 300. He has an RBI and a run scored this game. Garber's on the mound. Here's the pitch. It is a 0.91. And a nice wicked slider to strike out Concepcion. Great slider by Garber. He is just showing his stuff. Due up to bat is Dan Dreesen. He is 2 for 3 today. He has knocked in 2 of the Cincinnati runs. Did it in the 5th inning. Playing a great game today. He is now up to 277. Here is the pitch to Dreesen. It is a 6.94. And that's heading out towards right field. McBride steps back. And he's under it. And he makes the catch. And Garber has thrown another 1-2-3 inning for himself, actually, when he came in. It is now at the end of 7. Cincinnati 6, Philadelphia 5. Blazing, what's up? Good to see you, partner. Welcome to the channel. What's Blazing in Sports? Is always welcome in our house. I always look to him. I've been told he's our boxing expert, right? I think I heard that last night. I think Jessica told me that. Thank you for coming in, Blazing to enjoy. We've got a 6-5 game going in the 1978 season. We will, after we get done with this game here, I'm going to take a 20-minute break. I've got the 1965 season coming up. Everybody, please watch Blazing's channel. For all you boxing fans, I know with what he's doing, I know Al, Red Sox fans, have been listening to him. I know Al's getting great lessons from him. If already there, they're giving each other's lessons. I hope they are. Great channel. Please do enjoy his channel. Tim McCarver's up to bat. I'm surprised he is still in the game now that Carlton is out. Usually Philadelphia replaces McCarver. Sarmiento is still on the mound. McCarver's at bat. Here is the pitch. He is 1 for 3 today, by the way, and it's an 0.72. Coming down the pike, and he swings and misses, and that is a strikeout for Sarmiento. His 3rd one since he's been in relief. If Cincinnati's doing anything right today, folks, they are striking out batters. And we'll show that at the box score when we get done here. Jim Morrison is up. He is 2 for 3. He has improved his average basically for a part-time second base. He's at 500. Here's the pitch to Morrison. It is a 9-1-6. Excuse me. Oh, they got a break. I get to throw that. I get to rethrow. Bringing in Bob Boone, the pinch hit for Morrison. Interesting. Man's got 2 for 3. Has done a great game. Scored a run, and they are replacing him. I'll be darned. Here we go. To Boone. 0, 0, 0. And that's what I thought of Philadelphia State, too. Good thing I'm the home team announcer for this one. And it's a strikeout to Boone. Garver's at the plate, but I think they're going to be bringing somebody in. They are. Jerry Martin's coming in to pinch hit for Gene Garver. Gene Garver pitched a whale of a couple of innings there. Jerry Martin's batting .273 so far this season. He has no home runs. He has 3 RBIs. Coming up against the right-handed Manny Sarmiento. Here is the pitch. It is a 0-2-9, and Sarmiento has struck out the side. 5 strikeouts in 2 innings. Sarmiento's pitching a gem out there right now, holding on for the Reds. We are in the bottom of the 8th. Junior Kennedy is up at bat. Junior Kennedy so far is 0 for 2. Blown out to center, struck out. And he reached base out of, I believe, a fielder's choice. Usually they count that. Here is the pitch to Junior Kennedy. It's a 5-4-4. And he smacks it out to a hard ground ball over to third base. Schmidt fields, cleans it up like the vacuum cleaner, and he throws Hebner out. To Hebner for the out. It's a 5-3. Cesar Geronimo is up to bat. He is 0 for everything today. He has struck out. Also, he has flown out. Reached on it, and he did reach out. He walked, I believe. Yes, he did. He walked. Cesar Geronimo is playing center field. Here we go. 0-2-0. Ron Reed comes on in and he strikes him out. I apologize, guys. I did miss that right off the bat, and I should have caught it when Garver was relieved. Ron Reed is our pitcher. He is 0 for 1. Has 17 strikeouts, 4 walks in his 13 innings that he's thrown. He's just been a hard luck pitcher. He's been in 10 games, lost 1, gave up 7 runs, 17 strikeouts like he had. Hit 1 batter, but he's 0-1. Has no saves. The pitcher is Manny Sarmiento. Oh, God. We're going to bring in a pinch hitter for Manny Sarmiento because normally relievers back then really didn't hit. Unless the team had a huge lead going on. You know something? I changed my mind. Sarmiento's going to hit. What the hey? Too hot anyway. Here's the pitch. 9-1-8. And that's heading out towards right field. It's a shallow fly ball and a base hit for the relief pitcher, Manny Sarmiento. Sometimes you take a chance and you get lucky. Because Sarmiento right now is just throwing. He's throwing bullets. Pete Rose is up. Sarmiento is on first. Here is the pitch to Rose. It's a 4-5-3. Rose is 3 for 4 today. It's not going to be 3 for 5. That's over towards Boa. Fists it out to Boa. Boa charges. Throws to Hebner for the out. And that is it for the Cincinnati Reds in the bottom of the 8th inning. No runs, 1 hit, 1 man left. And at the end of 8, we have a 6-5 game running here. Where's my board? There we go. Yeah, I've had that happen more than once on a 0-0-0. And here we go. We're in the top of the 9th. We have left Sarmiento in. He is going to be the pitcher. Due up Bake McBride. Bake McBride is 2 for 4 today. Double, single, strikeout, and a flyout. Here is the pitch to McBride. It's a 4-4-1. That's heading out towards left field. Shallow fly ball. Foster squeezes it in. We have 1 down in the top of the 9th. Coming up to bat is Larry Boa. Larry Boa is 1 for 4. Scored a run in the first inning. Other than that, he is flown out, lined out. Here's the pitch. It's a 9-8-4. That's heading out towards right field. That's heading out. It's going to smack the wall. And it does. Hits the top of the wall. Bounce away from Griffey. Boa is on third with a triple. And we have one down. We have Boa on third. Sarmiento is going to get relieved. Just got to find the right pitch. I don't have many in here. Everybody's been used. Pedro Bourbon will be coming in. Pedro Bourbon this season is 2-0. Has a 2.87 ERA. He has struck out 5, walked 5. He's coming into a real tight jam. Cincinnati's going to have the infield in. They're going for the play at the plate. Mike Schmidt is up. He is 2 for 4 with the home run. He's still pitching, hitting below the Mendoza line at 195. And here is the pitch by Bourbon. It is a 6-7-0. And a nice smoker fastball, but just it went inside, and Schmidt draws the walk. We now have one away. Runners on first and third, top of the ninth. Pedro Bourbon is responsible for Schmidt. Sarmiento is responsible for Boa. Cincinnati is still going to play it in. Luzinski is the batter, being very dangerous. He's 1 for 4 today. He has smacked a 2-run home run. He has also struck out twice. The pitch by Bourbon. See what's going on. No, they're going to try possibly for the double steal. And they got the lead. Here we go, guys. It's going to be a tight one. And Schmidt has the lead. He steals second successfully. They did not let Boa go. Runners are on second and third. Schmidt has a stolen base. And they are going to walk Luzinski. They're going to play the percentages. Luzinski will go on with an intentional base on balls. The bases are loaded. There is one away. Nope, take that back. Get out of there, get out of there, get out of there. Thank you. The infield is in. They are playing for the play at the plate. For the double play, hopefully. Richie Hebner's the batter. He is 1 for 4. Last time out, he hit to the first baseman, and he threw it over towards Bourbon. Here is the pitch to Rich Hebner. It's a 3-1-5. Let's see what happens. That's heading out towards left field. Shallow fly ball. Foster it makes the catch. Hebner is out. And they held the runners. Philadelphia held the runners. There are 2 down. Gary Max is the batter. The bases are loaded. Oh, I've got to quit these games. It's a Clint Park special, guys. If anybody who knows my games, I have no idea why this happens. I throw the dice randomly. I swear to God, I give you guys the correct numbers. Here is the pitch to Maddox. He is 2 for 4. Here's his chance. He struck out the last time. It is a 1-7-5. A shallow pop up. Bench just looks up, grabs the ball. Cincinnati wins. In another exciting madness of my games, and Cincinnati wins 6-5. Give me 30 seconds while I get this set up for the final analysis. I'm going nuts. Okay, Tom Seaver gets the win. Steve Carlton gets the loss. This game is giving Johnny Bench the hero of the game. I think it's Manny Sarmiento, if anybody wants to know, just from my own personal opinion. And here's our pitching staffs. Oh my God. Tom Seaver for Cincinnati, 6 innings pitched, gave up 11 hits, 4 runs, all earned. He did strike out 5, he walked none. He did give up that jack to Luzinski in the first inning. Manny Sarmiento came in and pitched relief, pitched 2 in the third innings, gave up 1 run on 2 hits. That was a home run to Schmidt, I think. Yes, it was a home run to Schmidt. Proceeded to strike out 5 batters, including 4 in a row, and gave up the 1 home run. Pedro Bourbon came in as relief, got the save, and he walked 2. Tom Seaver improved his record to 2-3, lowered his ERA down to 6.19. Steve Carlton, the hard luck pitcher, gave up 6 runs on 11 hits, pitched 5 2/3 innings, walked 1, struck out 4. Gene Garber came in, pitched an inning and a third, struck out 1 batter. Ron Reed finished up and he struck out 1 batter. The Philadelphia relief corps did pretty good in holding out. Cincinnati bats. Pete Rose went 3 for 5, improved his average to .415. He is now up amongst the league leaders. Dave Concepcion went 2 for 4 with an RBI. Johnny Bench went 1 for 4. He had 2 RBIs. That's why I'm letting that one go. I normally don't announce anything over 1 hit. Dan Dries went 2 for 4 with 2 RBIs also. Manny Sarmiento, though, for ready for a pitcher, got a hit. Pete Rose, 2 of his 3 hits were doubles. Junior Kennedy had the sacrifice fly. That brought in a run. Pete Rose, that's what that was. Okay, thank you. Okay, Pete Rose and Dan Dries both had stolen bases. Tom Seaver had the lone error for Cincinnati. Cincinnati did leave 7 men on base. Dave Concepcion and King Griffey also had doubles. For Philadelphia, the top 3 batters all went 2 for something. Matter of fact, Philadelphia had 13 hits. Bake McBride went 2 for 5. He had an RBI. Larry Bowa went 2 for 5 along with the triple. Bake McBride had a double. Mike Schmidt went to 2 for 4. Improved his average a little bit to 195. He's getting there. Hit a home run. Had a stolen base. Greg Luzinski went 1 for 4. Had a 2-run shot in the first inning. He's now over the Mendoza line. So the Philadelphia core is starting to wake up. Gary Maddox went 2 for 5. And Jim Morrison went 2 for 3 before he was taken out in the 8th inning. And Philadelphia left 10 runners on base, including quite a few bases loaded situations in the first couple of innings. Guys, that takes care of the 1978 game. Give me about a 20-minute break, about 9:30. I'm going to come back on. We have got a 1965 game to roll in. I think we ought to have some fun. Oh, God, I got to stop this, though, guys. I must have more games like this than anybody. It's becoming a Clint Park special. I love doing it. It gets me real excited and high, so I do appreciate it. And I appreciate everybody who showed up for this game. Beatles, thank you again. Jester, I always enjoy having you in, even though you're not one of the Red Sox fans. What's Blazing, we do appreciate it all times. It's always fun to have everybody in. And whoever our anonymous 4th person is, we thank you very much. And, yeah, Beatles, that Jester, What's Blazing. Whoever our anonymous person is, thank you for coming in to watch. Do please come on in. Let everybody else know I do have another game up. That's another nail biter. I have no fingernails left for these games. But we are going to do a 1965 because I do like the old school. So, and before I start, let me apologize for the photos for the baseball diamond. The 1965 ones were not very good. I'll be back in 20 minutes.